Hello, this is part 2 of how to build the Batmobile.
So now let's work on the wheels, etc. So we want to make this more like a curve. So we wanted to make it straight so it doesn't have this weird curve at the bottom. So we'll bring out a box, make it shorter, about here. Then we pull this all the way to the other side and then we group. Then we bring this down and then we make it to the correct shape, like this. So we want to make it like blend in with this. So once we've done that, now let's work on the details. So there's something under this, so let's bring out a box, make it the size around 3, and then we increase all the way to the other side about here. Then we just make it a hole, and like that we've got this bottom part done. Now we want to just group these shapes. Okay, now we need to work on the wheels, so we bring this about, just keep it there, and we go to vehicles and machines, and we go to wheels. From there we bring out the dragster tire, we just put it here. The wheel, over here looks better, but then if you place it down, it's super huge and it's locked, so we can't edit the size. So let's take that out, and now let's make the holes for the wheels. So let's go to basic shapes, go to the cylinder, the whole cylinder, and let's turn this 90 degrees, and then we just place it here and move around here. So we want to make it as the biggest size as possible, so let's just shift and bring it bigger. And remember, this is a car, so it needs to go at the bottom. It needs to go like this, so, and then we can still increase the size. About here, maybe a bit more. Yeah, about at 25. We have it both way, so around here. We want this part to be covered, so we will just have to increase the height for the cylinder. This is a bit too big, so or we could just do that. Yep, like this. And now we duplicate this and we move it to the other side. This one should be a bit bigger, so let's just increase this. So this is now there, so it doesn't really matter because this part it won't be seen a lot. So if you don't want that, you can just move it a bit in like this, and now we can just group these shapes, yeah, like this. And also for here we get all these shapes like this. And now let's just place in the wheels and hide the parts here. So let's bring this till 90 degrees and let's put this in. So let's make this about 25 by 25, or we could just experiment to see which is the right. Like this. We bring this a bit out so it looks more realistic. Then we duplicate this and we change this to 1 so it's quicker. About here, we take this to the right height and make sure it's not an oval. About here, and then maybe, yep, then we copy and paste. So basically just duplicate and move to the other side. So this is the back part right now, so we can just press mirror here, put it here, and then last part, this, duplicate, move it here, and then we mirror to the right area. So now we finished the wheels. Now let's go into detail. So around here there is a part where it goes in and then out here. So let's work on that. So we need to bring out a box. We change the length is about here, about there, and then we bring in a normal box. Then we zoom into the shape. Then we check if it is correct, which seems like it right now. So then we do this, we can make it thinner. Okay, so then we mirror this out here, and then we group, we duplicate, and we move it to the other side. Then we mirror this, and we bring it in. So we need to make these two shapes to group, and as well as here. And now let's work on the details in here. So we need to bring this shape out, the cylinder, make the side 64, bring in a half sphere, and the height will be 20. Then we select these two shapes and align them. Then we check the height of the shape, which is 10. So then we bring this up by 10. We duplicate here, we move it down until it's 0, and then we mirror it here. Now we get this shape. Now we just we group it, and then we press shift, bring this down, and from here we make this a hole. We turn this 90 degrees. Then we bring this in, we bring this higher. Then we just duplicate this shape, let it load, move it down, and we just keep duplicating. So from here we just select all these shapes from the bottom. So there are 4 shapes, we got 3, so we can just add the other one later. So we duplicate this, we just move it here. From there you can just duplicate this and bring it here. Now we need to bring in a tube from here. Then we make the wall thickness about 15. Then we turn this by 90 degrees. Then we change the height till it's 10. No, till it's 15. Then just do this and we bring this higher. About 1, yeah. And then we just move it in. Then we bring in a box. We make the height as 3. Make it thinner, and then from here you bring it till the very bottom. Then you duplicate, you bring this higher, and you keep duplicating. About here, we just move this a bit in. Yeah. From here, we will increase the height as well. And then we will first we will make this all hide this, and then we just duplicate this and just move it to the same place about here, and this duplicate, and we move it to the same place. So now we need to select all of this and make it very thin, so about 2. This is 2. Bring this out and make this all a whole. So now we can take this all back, and now comes the fun part, is where we group all of these shapes. So if we group, and we get this awesome design over here. Now let's work on the step in the front. So we do the same thing as the sphere. We take this, and then we move this here, and so here we take this in, we make it a hole about here, so we don't want any spaces like this, so we bring it far, and then we just group. Then bring out a tube. We turn this 90 degrees. We bring this up, so about 3, and then we just move this in. Then we just make it the right height. Bring this out and make this black. There is one final step. We need to put like wings at the end. It's not like real wings, it's just like for design. So we need to bring out a wedge from here, and we need to turn this here, and we need to turn like this, and we need to place it something like this. Then we need to turn this 180 and bring this in. So to make this round, we can bring in a tube from here and turn this 90 degrees, and the radius, the sides would be 64. Then we make the 0, increase the height, make the shape a hole, then we push this in, then we increase this, then from here push it here, and and then like that we group this shape. And now we need to bring in whole cylinder, make this 90, make the sides 64, and this we press shift and make it 3, the size. From there we just place it in, make it longer, and then place it around here, and then we just duplicate this shape, move it up about here, we keep duplicating, and then from here we select all of this, we group. We have this shape. Now we can just bring this higher and put the right height. And now we bring this to the other side. And yeah, we have to make this black. Now we have finished the Batmobile. So thank you for watching.